Hey guys, it's Awesome John 22 coming today with another mini review, and today we are taking a look at a neat little alternative to the R.I.D 2015 Warrior Class Grimlock. This is the 3-step changer Grimlock. The 3-step changers for this toy line being the rough equivalent to Voyager Class. Here we have Grimlock, and in his beast mode, for the most part, aside from stuff like this, looks really nice. I mean, it could use more black in the legs, there could be black on the sides of the tail. His paint's not fantastic anywhere except for the face, which is actually really nice. Let me zoom in from it. You can see these nice blue optics, nice coppery gold, nice silver. And it's not like his colors are bad all the way around. He does still does still get the point across, and I mean, these guys don't have fantastic paint anyway. No moving mouth this time, so no nom nom gimmick, unfortunately. But the real selling point of this figure for me is this. Here we have him next to Bumblebee, and you can see he doesn't look like a dwarf next to Bumblebee. He looks big, he looks beefy, he looks just the way you would expect him to, because he's freaking Grimlock and he should be huge. And I mean, he's about to scale next to Bumblebee based on how you see them in the show. And I really like it because that means that I can keep him in my preferred display mode for Grimlock toys, which is beast mode, and he won't look super small next to a character who's supposed to be smaller than he is. However, the weakness in this figure comes from the second mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this guy transformed up into his robot mode, take a look at that, and it really is 3 steps. Step 1, you split the head, rotate these back like so. Step 2, you take the legs and you accordion them down like so until everything locks into place. Step 3, you rotate the body to reveal the head. And here you have Grimlock, and he does have a tail here that he shouldn't, but it is a separate piece. So in the name of accuracy, you can remove the tail. And now you're left with, this Voyager-sized Grimlock, which has one of the crappy, dumb little code ring Autobot symbols on his chest. You can see there. Chest detailing is correct. The head sculpt is great, just like in his beast mode. Nice blue optics. Really captures the likeness of the character. See, very cool. No head articulation at all, though. Waist articulation comes in the form of the automorph gimmick. Zoom out. The legs are very dependent on their transformation hinges, so while you do technically have in and out hip movement, it's kind of springy and doesn't, like, he can't hold any kind of pose with it. He has knee joints molded in, but no real knees. And of course, he has dinosaur parts hanging off his legs. The only places where he does have articulation are in the arms, and there it's really only in the same vein as like a Sentai figure or a Power Rangers figure or the like. Next to Bumblebee, he's actually quite a bit larger than you would expect looking at his robot mode in the show, and he just doesn't look as good. He doesn't have the same kind of mostly accurate proportions that the Warrior Class robots do, and he doesn't have as much detail. Like, for example, you have molded in fists here, but there's no paint on them. There's no paint on his dino toes. He can hold weapons technically because he has these little ports here. That's what they think passes for hands. It looks bad. I don't understand why in the same step as like folding up the head pieces you couldn't fold down these toes. Put them on a joint, fold them down, they look like hands. That would have been screen accurate. unlike like the entire lower half of this figure. So yeah, I don't recommend this mode at all. I think this mode is bad. For the most part. I mean, the chest and the head look really good. The rest is just kind of crappy. I recommend it for this mode here, because while it's not perfect, I definitely feel like it fits better on the shelf than the warrior class figure does, at least in this mode. And as I said, this is my preferred mode for displaying Grimlock, as this is Grimlock's primary battle mode. His beast mode is primarily his battle mode in pretty much every series we've seen him in. So if you're like me and you prefer beast mode Grimlock on your shelf, I would at least look into getting this figure. However, if you don't mind the warrior class figure size in beast mode, or you simply want to display him in robot mode, definitely go with the warrior class figure. In that regard, it is definitely the right choice.